The Kevin Long Show, a product of the Southgate Media Group. You can find us at southgatemediagroup.com. Music is Masters of Disorder by Kevin McClellan of Incomputech.com. Royalty-free music as long as you give the dude his props. All right, it's that time of the week again. Time for the Kevin Long Show, and I'm your host, Kevin Long. And this week's episode is going to be short and long. Short because the topic is the Complete Fighter's Handbook. And aside from the kids, that I'm sure I would use every one of them, I could find a reason to. But the thing that stood out the most is that they had to specifically say that even though the Amazon is a female fighter, not all female fighters are Amazons. We're going to talk a little bit about that more next week in the Complete Wizard's Handbook, because I had some ideas as I was reading that, and that one is going to be next week's. Yeah, so there's that. Podcasts, I'm kind of doing this out of order, and that's okay because it's my show, and we're going to talk about that in a minute. But this week's podcast that I'm listening to and would encourage you to listen to too is Tales I'm all over the place today. Tales of Swordfall. It is a 5e actual play, and they are all members of the LGBT community. That's pretty cool. Okay, so I don't know if this is... Yeah, I just need to do another podcast because I have a lot of things on my mind. Like, I don't know if I want to keep podcasting anymore because I don't know if it's doing any good. I have the Ko-fi, and it's not going anywhere, so I don't even know if I want to do a Patreon. I have asked a few times what kind of rewards people want, but I never hear anything back. I don't know if I want to do Twitter anymore because I have like 2,000 followers. It's like 1785, and another account is like 1740, and maybe one or two people will respond to my comments or questions or whatever, and it just gets old and monotonous, and I don't like social media anyway, and I only do it because I'm trying to create an empire, and it's just not going anywhere, so why bother? Yeah. And I want to do 2 other podcasts, one on Tuesday about stories, and one on Friday with my son, but if I'm giving up on podcasting, why even bother? So yeah, there's that. So I've also got a survey, and I need to remember to put it in the show notes so you can go and take it to help me out, because I really want to know what you guys want in the show. I'm still trying to figure out the co-host thing, if that's what you want, or give me topics that you want to talk about, respond to the Magic Mondays. You can find us at thekevinlongshow@gmail.com with your suggestions and comments. And yeah, I guess I'm asking you to be more involved in my podcast. And, if you don't, that's fine. But if you don't be surprised when one day it's just not there. Me, myself, and I, mahalo, and have a great day. Again, thank you for listening to The Kevin Long Show. You can find us on Facebook by searching The Kevin Long Show. You can find us on Twitter at The Kevin Long SH1, or you can email the show at thekevinlongshow.com.